All right, let's learn Nunchuck Form 2. So, if you've already learned Nunchuck Form 1, there's about 3 moves that are challenging and new. So we're going to show those 3 moves. Once you get those 3 moves, it'll be easy to do the whole form, okay? So those 3 challenging moves are the inverted figure 8s, the neck catch, and the intro movement where we do kind of like a figure 8 motion and catch. Like that, making it kind of smooth. So those 3 moves make up the most challenging parts of that form. So let's break those moves down and practice them and then put them in the form. Okay, so let's break down the intro movement like this. All it is a figure 8 with a catch. If you remember doing that in Nunchuck Form 1, that motion right there, you should be able to do the intro. Just add a few little things into it. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to show you the easiest way to learn this first. You start with your nunchucks closed like this. You're going to bring them up like this. You're going to put your left hand, the open hand, first. And then the other hand on top like this. So they come up. Now once you reach this point, you're going to release the nunchucks and make a rotation this way. Then you're going to turn your nunchucks and flip them and catch them. So that's the movement, like that. So what I'm doing is I'm coming up, breaking this down slow, bringing the nunchucks over, bringing them around, and then catching them as my hand comes down. Okay, I'm going to turn around so you can practice with me. So slow, understanding how it works, bringing the left hand on the inside to here, nunchucks come up and around, and then catch. It's really difficult to do this slow, so you'll just have to bear with me. Up and around. Now once you get that and you can do that pretty smooth, what I want you to do is, instead of keeping your nunchucks closed and getting them to here, you're going to open your nunchucks and release them here and swing them up. The reason why I don't start like that is because it's just an extra coordination thing to get around your arm while you're trying to learn how to do it. But so they swing up slowly, and then I make my little figure 8 like that. 1, 2, 3. Now whipping it into your hand makes it look kind of cool. Okay? Alright, so that move is actually repeated elsewhere when we come around from this direction and do the same kind of motion later in the form. But right now, that's the one I want you to practice. Okay, the next challenging move is the inverted figure 8. Now, to first learn the inverted figure 8, you have to know the reverse figure 8. It's the same as a regular figure 8 going this way, except we're going backwards. We're going the opposite direction with our figure 8, okay? So what I'm doing is basically I'm doing like upwards, upwards, upwards. Okay, if you're practicing at home, be like this, upwards, upwards. And then I release the nunchucks and I'm doing the same motion. 1, 2, making a big X. And then I'm doing that very small with just my wrist. So that's the reverse figure 8. Now we have to take that same motion, if you'd imagine the camera turning at a complete angle, and do the same motion this way, okay? That's all that movement is. You see how I continued the motion from here to here, okay? So the basis of starting this is like this. You're going to take your nunchucks, and you're going to flip them upside down and start rotating them like this a few times, then flip it right side up, keep it going, flip it upside down, right side up. You see how it's nice and straight? Straight, 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 okay? That's the motion. Now you just, instead of doing 2 or 3 rotations each time, you just do 1 each time. So it's like this in a circle, okay? Now, when you do this, make sure you're not doing it real close to your body because you're going to get hit. So it's just up and off. So let's practice it together. So, upside down rotation, like this, right side up, upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up. Then we're just going to change to 1 rotation of each. So upside down, right side up, upside down. I'm doing it very slowly. See, it comes close to hitting you in the face each time. 1, 2. So keep your hand out. So that is the inverted figure 8. The last challenging move in Nunchuck Form 2, I would say, is the neck catch. So what you're doing is, you're taking your nunchucks, you're swinging them across, and you're catching them and transferring hands, okay? In the form, it's done on your left side. So you start with the nunchucks in your left hand, and you end up, bringing them into your right hand, and ending with like a little catch at the end, okay? Similar to the beginning. It's the same type of motion. So let's break the neck catch down and do it. Now, common mistakes with the neck catch is hitting yourself in the neck and not being able to coordinate this. So we're going to practice this very slowly, and I'm going to show you how it works, okay? So if you're doing this along with me, just for now, take your nunchucks, you're going to swing them across parallel with the ground like this and let them wrap around your neck. The rope should be around your neck. If you look over here, I've got the nunchucks like this. This will never work if the nunchuck is hitting me in the neck. The rope should wrap around my neck. Just like when we do a cradle on your arm, the nunchuck never hits your arm or your shoulder. It never hits your shoulder. The rope touches your shoulder. Well, the neck cradle is no different. It never hits your neck. You should be able to do this without getting hit, okay? All right, so once you've got this motion across and over your neck, do it like this. Once you've got that, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to time it to where you're crossing it over and just put it right here by your shoulder and then just catch it. Now, it's on the left side in the form, so you can switch hands, practice the same motion like this, across, across, and then just put your hand there and catch it, okay? Like so. Now, you can alternate sides to practice if you'd like, but you only need to do it on one side in the form, and that is the neck catch. All right, let's learn section 1 of Nunchuck Form 2. So we start in Chumbi, we snap to attention, bow. You're going to chamber for a twin knife hand strike, step out at a 45, twin knife hand strike and yell, "Aya!" All right, that's the first key up in the form. There's 3. I'm going to come up, do my intro section like we practiced in the beginning. I'm going to close my hand. I'm going to do an inverted, half of an inverted figure 8 like this. I'm just going to spin around one time, come up, strike. So 1, 2, off my hip. Now I'm going to do a backhand strike. So I'm coming across like this, then I'm going to catch. Okay? So I go strike, catch. After I catch, I'm going to step my left foot all the way around, chamber, low knife hand block, high block, and a low block at the same time with a knife hand high block in a power stance. I'm going to chamber for a knife hand strike, chop with the nunchucks, reverse punch, chamber, chop, reverse punch. And that's the end of section 1. So follow along with me now and do it together. So we start in Chumbi, snap left foot to attention, bow, chamber, step the left foot out, kiap, twin knife hand strikes. Nunchucks come up, figure 8 catch, close your hand, do an inverted motion up and strike. So I go 1, 2, off my hip, this hand is on my hip too, backhand strike, whip it around. I kind of missed that catch there because I'm doing it slow. Backhand strike and then catch, hard to do slow. Chamber, step around, high block and low block at the same time in a left power stance. Chamber, chop, punch, look to the left, chamber, chop, punch. One more time, section 1 from Chumbi, tension, bow. Bring your left hand inside, twin knife hand strike. Figure 8, catch, chamber, close your left hand, invert, strike, backhand catch, step around, low block, high block. Power chamber, chop, punch, look to the left, chop, punch. That is the end of section 1. Okay, let's learn section 2. There's a lot of moves from Nunchuck Form 1 that are in there, so I'm not going to spend any detail teaching those, showing them. You should already know them, okay? So section 2, we left off with a chop, punch, switch punch. That's where we left off, okay? So catch up with me. After the switch punch, what we're going to do is we're going to do the move out of Nunchuck Form 1 where we do an inverted rotation, spin around, strike across. We're going to bounce back and come up to the shoulder. Now, after we get off the shoulder, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a move out of Nunchuck Form 1. In Nunchuck Form 1, we did one rotation and then bounced it off the leg. If you remember, we did that in a sitting stance like this and then came back. Well, we're doubling that. We're going 1, 2, off the leg, 1, 2, 1, 2, off the leg, and 1, 2. So that's 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. After those 4, the next section is we're going to be doing figure 8, the next part of the combination. So we do that 3 times, 3 figure 8s. Then we go under the armpit, over the shoulder. After that part, we're going to do a strike, body cradle, come back off the body into our inverted figure 8 3 times. Okay? So after we do 3 times, this is not 3 times obviously, but after we do inverted figure 8 3 times, we strike across, come back, keep the nunchuck spinning as I'm in as I turn my body and turn to a power stance, then flip them back, do another strike. After that, it's going to cradle off my body, come up 1, 2, 3, and then I catch. Okay? And that completes section 2. So it's a bunch of combinations put together quickly. Okay? Let's follow along with me. So we left off with the chop, punch, switch punch in section 1. Okay? So what we're going to do, move out of Nunchuck Form 1. Inverted, around, strike. After you hit your shoulder, after you do this, your hip, boom. We're going to bounce back, come up, off the shoulder. We're going to go 1, 2, off the leg. 1, 2, off the shoulder. 1, 2, off the leg. 1, 2, off the shoulder. 4 total. Then we're going to do the figure 8s. 1, 2, 3. After 3 figure 8s, 1, 2, 3, we go under the armpit and then over the shoulder. So like that. 1, 2. After we've done that one time, we're going to do a strike across, off the body. Now we're spinning this direction now. We're going to do the inverted figure 8. So I go 1, 2, inverted figure 8 like this. We do that 3 times. Okay? So after your 3, 1, 2, 3, you strike across. Then we come backhand strike, keep the nunchuck spinning, turn your stance again, strike. Then bounce off the, we cradle off the body, so we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and catch. And that's the end of section 2. Let's do it again, a little bit faster. So we left off with the chop, punch, switch punch. That's the move where we're leaving on, okay? Left hand out, right hand in front. Inverted spin, strike, strike, up on the shoulder. 1, 2, off the leg. 1, 2, off the shoulder. 1, 2, off the leg. 1, 2, off the shoulder. Figure 8 3 times. Armpit, shoulder. Strike, strike, invert. Oops, I messed up. Inverted figure 8 3 times. Strike, strike, backhand. Strike, cradle. 1, 2, 3, catch. All right, that's the end of section 2. So now we're going to do section 3. Where we left off in section 2 was we had just completed our 1, 2 catch like this on the right side of the body. We're going to do a transfer to the left side by letting go with the right hand and not getting it caught in your uniform, letting go with the right hand and bringing it under and catching with the right hand again. So now I'm on my left side. At the same time as I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my stance, okay? So I'm going to be going to this side, catching on the left side. So after that movement, I'm going to do a figure 8 3 times on the left side and catch. Then I'm going to do an axe kick with the left leg, step the right foot forward, jump, I'm going to back up a little bit, jump, spin, crescent kick all the way around, land, back leg that just did the kick, jumps up, jump front kick, reverse punch with the backhand. Okay? After that, there's a key up right here. This is kind of a pause point. I'm going to bring my nunchucks up over my shoulder. 1, 2. So I'm doing the 3 section strike. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to bounce this off my hip and do the neck catch that we talked about in the beginning. And finally, to end this, I'm going to strike out like this. And at the same time, I'm going to add a little figure 8 to the end of that and then catch it. So I go strike, catch. Strike, catch. Twin knife hands, basically. Okay, and that's the end of section 3. So following along with me, we'll face the back. We ended section 2 off on the left side, going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, catch. That's where we ended. Turn your stance to the right, let go of your nunchucks, flip around and catch, pointing to the other side now. Inverted figure 8, hand on the belt. I'm sorry, not inverted figure 8. Figure 8 on the left side, 3 times, and then catch. Axe kick with the left leg, right in the center. Step the right foot over, jump, spin, crescent kick all the way around. As soon as you land, your left leg is on the ground, touches, you jump straight up with that leg, kick, jump front kick, and reverse punch with the right hand. From here, and we're key hopping on this move. Take your nunchucks, flip them up on your shoulder at the same time as you bring your hand back. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now off of my hip, come around, neck catch, strike, and catch. All right, let's do that again. Okay, so follow along with me one more time. We're going to go from the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, catch. Okay, we look to the right, flip the stance, catch on the other side. 1, 2, 3, catch. axe kick, jump, spin, crescent kick, jump, front kick with the left leg, reverse punch, key up. Ayah! Okay, up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, strike, and catch. This is twin knife hand strike. All right, that's the end of section 3. All right, section 4. We're going to start where we left off in section 3. We were at the neck catch. Let's see, it's on the right side, doesn't matter. We were at the neck catch right here, and we strike and catch. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nunchucks, I'm going to bring them in and do an inverted figure 8 like this one time, and then do a strike off my hip. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to bounce it back, and this is a little harder, and go the other way up and then catch. So I go 1, 2, bounce, 1, 2, catch. It's kind of like a little pattern. And after I caught it, I do a reverse punch right where I just had the nunchucks. So I'm cutting that angle. Then I'm going to chamber. I'm going to do a low block in a tension stance like this by bringing my left foot up. This. I'm going to do a triple kick combo out of the last nunchuck form. 6 kick combo actually. So low round, middle round kick, high round kick. Bring my foot down. It doesn't have to necessarily touch the ground. Hook kick, round low, round high. So there's 6 kicks in there. And then I end with a reverse punch and key up. And that's the last move of the form. We go back to attention with the intro move, like this. It's not really the last move. This is the last move. Up to attention, bow, left foot goes back to chun-bi. Okay? So that is section 4. Let's follow along with me and do it together. So we left off from here. We just did our knife hand strike catch thing right here. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is bring your hand to your hip. Take your right hand, go inside and over the top. So it again, inside and over the top, strike on the hip. After I hit my hip, I'm going to bounce it back, come inside and over the top, and then catch. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, after I catch my nunchucks, shift your stance, reverse punch. Chamber for a low block. Low block in attention. 3 kicks and then 3 more kicks. So 1, 2, 3. Hook kick, low, high. Reverse punch. And we key up. Then the end is just like the beginning. I'm going to bring my hands up, bring the nunchucks through, go to attention stance, and back to chun-bi. Okay, let's do that again. Left off from this move right here. So here we go with the inverted and over the top, off the hip, inverted the other direction, over the top, catch, reverse punch. Chamber, low block. 6 kick combo. Round, middle, low, middle, high. Then, 1, 2, 3. Hook kick, low, high. Reverse punch. And we key up. Nunchucks come in and up like this. Catch, bow, back to chun-bi. And that's the end of section 4. That completes the whole nunchuck form. Okay, let's do the whole nunchuck form. Follow along with me so you can practice at home. Let's start from chun-bi. Nunchucks in the right hand. We're going to go to attention, bow, chamber, step out, key up. Bring your nunchucks up and catch. Close your hand, inverted in, strike, backhand strike, catch, step around, low block and a high block at the same time. Power chamber, chop, punch, look to the left, chamber, knife hand strike, reverse punch, switch, punch, inverted, around, strike. 1, 2. From here, we're going to go 1, 2, I'm sorry, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Figure 8, 1, 2, 3, off the underarm, off the shoulder. Then 1, 2, inverted figure 8 3 times. Strike, backhand strike, keep them spinning. Forward strike. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and catch. Look to the right. Underarm catch. Flipping to the left side. Figure 8 3 times. Catch. Axe kick. Jump, spin, crescent kick with the left leg. Jump, front kick with the left leg. Reverse punch, key up. Okay, nunchucks come up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off the hip onto the neck catch. Strike, twin knife hand strike in a front stance, and you're catching with your right hand. Inverted over the top, off the hip, inverted the other direction, over the top, catching with the right hand, left reverse punch. Chamber for a low block, step together, low block. Triple kicks, 1, 2, 3, and then triple kicks again, hook, low, high. Reverse punch, key up. Ayah! Nunchucks come in, hands on the inside, back to attention, bow, back to chunbi. All right, let's do that one more time with me, okay? Here we go. I'll go a little slower this time. So we start in chunbi, tension, bow. I'm going to chamber, twin knife hand strike, up and around. Close your hand. Inverted spin over the top, backhand strike, catch, come around, low block, high block. Power chamber, chop, punch. Look to the left, chop, punch. Switch punch. Inverted spin all the way around, off the body, up to the shoulder. Doubles. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, off the shoulder, 1, 2, off the body, 1, 2, off the shoulder. Figure 8 3 times, underarm, shoulder, 1, 2, inverted figure 8 3 times, strike, backhand strike, keep them spinning, turn in your stance, shift your stance back as you do another strike, off the body, off the shoulder, 1, 2, catch. Look to the right, underarm catch, this catch, 3 figure 8s catch with the left side, axe kick, step up, jump, spin, crescent kick, jump, front kick, left jump, front kick, right reverse punch, key up. After you've got your nunchucks here, bring them up, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, off your hip, into the neck catch, strike and catch with the right hand, inverted, off the hip, inverted the other direction, into the catch, reverse punch. Chamber, low block, in attention. Guard up, 6 kick combo, 1, 2, 3, hook, low, high, reverse punch. Bring that foot in, the left foot in, as you go to attention, bow, left foot goes back to chunbi. All right guys, that's the entire form.